huge. Okay.
Well, we've just arrived in Berchtesgaden after a 616-mile journey, or 1,000 kilometres, having left Rotterdam this morning at approximately 8:30 local time, and hacked our way down Germany, having left Holland behind of course, and we're now in Germany, just inside, and we're looking up at the mountains in the distance. We were very, very fortunate in that we arrived at a Gestatte I knew here, and we got accommodation sorted instantly at a very reasonable price. And this is Berchtesgaden. We'll get some more tomorrow when we go to see the Eagle's Nest and various other things. And just for interest, when you look at the top of the mountain more closely, as we are now panning up there, you can see that it's still got snow on it, lots of snow on it.
I cannot believe I'm here at the top of a bloody mountain. We've just come up in the coach on goat tracks, nearly falling off the edge. Took 20 minutes and we're here confronting my absolutely pathological terrors. And we're going to Hitler's bloody holiday home or something stupid. Up in that, I think it's there, oh my god. Through that tunnel, into an elevator, and we're going all the way up the top of the bloody mountain to about, I can't see the result, oh my god, to there. Oh shit. I can obviously say I've never hated Johnny Feasel more in my life than I do at this precise moment in time. But that will get some bloody video footage when I'm at the top of the very top of the mountain. if I live. If I die on the way down, children, I love you.
Well, we're on the top of the world now, and oh, look at that bird there, look. What? It's just a bird, see it? It just flew by. Some kind of an eagle, I think. Yeah.
What was it?
I think it was an eagle, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Makes sense, wouldn't it? Here we are. We've managed to get at the top, Eagle's Nest. Janie was somewhat nervous, as you probably got on the last commentary, and it really is a view and a half. So this is the Kelchstein, otherwise known as the Eagle's Nest in English, that we're filming from, which was and is a house built for Hitler on a mountain.
On the top of a mountain?
On the top of a mountain, yeah. Which is now very much a cafe. This is actually the main room in the Kelchstein, an octagonal room, as you can see, made of very, very heavy stone, with fantastic views from the window. These days, sadly, also home to the tourist bric-a-brac, but a fireplace that Hitler would have warmed himself by lots of times, I'm sure. And Janie's over here trying to avoid being seen, but there we are. It's not going to happen because we know where she is. Okay, this is the view from one of the windows in the main room of the Kelchstein that you saw a little earlier. It's just absolutely stunning, incredible view apart from that fly on the window. That's the Königssee down there. This is between the Jena mountain on the right and the Salzburg mountain on the left.
So is he making it up?
No, that is the Jena on the right and the Salzburg on the left. Yes, as we're looking.
What's that green bit there?
That's the lake where it's very, very shallow. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the lake at this end, where it's very shallow. It narrows right down and gets very shallow.
Oh, it looks like it goes downhill.
It doesn't go downhill, no. Obviously it's water. If it was going downhill, then it would be all running away, wouldn't it? The lake would be empty. It looks that way. It's just the way it looks, yeah. And that gives you an idea of what we're looking at now. There are some houses down there. You can see them. I'm not doing anything clever with the camera here. That's just the view we're looking at. There we are. And Hitler would have planned an awful lot of his campaign in this very room. In this very room. Sobering thought, really. Yeah.
This will make really interesting footage, isn't it?
It is, yeah, very interesting footage. Crow gets cake at the eagle's nest. Ah. And way down below here, there's a road sneaking up and snaking up already, and some people actually walking up.
Are those people? Those
Brave folks, yes.
Oh my God.
What can I say? Catholicism and the eagle's nest. Is there a connection? I have no idea how this turned out, but this is the very tunnel, which is marble lined, that Hitler would have travelled in his limousine on his way to the lift we just stepped from. There is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Wait, where's the picture Pinky?
Or the back of Pinky. This is the entrance to the tunnel, which goes down to the lift, which then climbs some 125 metres straight up the mountain here, up through the mountain, up to the house, which is there at the top. And as you can see over the entrance, there is a sign. It's built in 38, and obviously much of the planning would then go on for the Second World War here. And there's a small animal. It could well be a marmot, which is going to have its fat stripped from its body and used locally to produce a salve to rub into the body, ease aches and pains. Okay, a little earlier we were up at the Eagle's Nest. Now we're outside of Berchtesgaden, and if you look up on top of that there mountain, that is actually the nest there. Give you something of a clue as to how high it is when we stop panning and come back down. Way up in the mountains. It is in fact today Wednesday evening, 21st of July 2004, and this is the König or King's Sea, just north of Berchtesgaden. An incredible colour of water. You're seeing only a tiny part of the lake here, because around that corner where the boat is going, or the boat's gone, sorry, is a massive lake sitting between the Jena mountain on its the right hand side there, and I think it's the Warholz on the left, and earlier in the film I got it wrong. Here you can see the boathouses, obviously, which contain boats that run people around the lake on a constant basis. It's very much a touristy spot, and that is proved, or even proven, by the little village, I will in a moment, which is here, where all the hotels and Gestatter and drinking houses and places of ill repute are that Janie wishes to visit. So far we've tried to avoid them. Earlier we showed you the picture of the König Sea from the Eagle's Nest, and now Using that as a reference point, we will in fact climb the mountain through the trees and look up to the eagle's nest, which is up there somewhere. If you can see it, the first person to see the eagle's nest.
I've seen it there.
Where is it then?
There.
Put your hand up and point it out. Oh,
There.
there we are. I have it now. Yeah, I have it. On the left side of that peak, I think. Yes. Somewhere. Yes,
Go to
there it
the
is.
top, go to
Now.
the
I've
top,
got it
then go
now.
to the
I have
left.
it now. I have it now. A long way up that mountain
Alright, stop now because I'm going
is the eagle's nest. And then we'll pan away, and just below it you can see some alpine meadows wherein alpine cattle eat the grass in the alpine meadows and grow big and fat and produce alpine milk and cheese and make and the marmots live here, and it makes the Austrians very big. And here are some ducks.
Oh, I can't work out whether I'm filming or not.
You should say it. REC record.
Oh, recording now. Right, wait a minute. These are the Alps. Oh, right, smile again. Okay, this is the restaurant we've just stopped at in the middle of absolutely nowhere in Italy, and we just found the most perfect spot for lunch. Ooh, ah, God, nearly fell over. Say hello.
Hello.
Where are the swans gone? And there are the swans.
Turn to the right a bit more. Down.
Why?
That's where the swans were.
Oh, I had the swans just then. Okay, this is the campsite at where? In Gessolo. Oh, wait a minute.
Cavallino, that's your fact, next door to Jess. And this is our inexpert camera person.
Very expert. A minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there! The swallow's nest. Sweet. Ah. Home sweet home. If we ever work out how to build it. Okay, I better go and help him because he won't be able to do it without me. Luckily one of us is a technical genius.
9 o'clock in the evening. What's the date today?
22nd.
22nd, Thursday.
Yeah.
22nd of July, 2004. Over the island there you can actually see on the skyline some of Venice in the background. We're at Ponte Sabbione, about to catch the ferry.
Here it is.
And out of the cooling evening air, the ferry, she arrives. We hope. Certainly a ferry, may or may not be ours. Well, I have no idea what you're going to see on this, but we're actually on the ferry in the dark at around about 9 o'clock at night Italian time, making our way towards Venice in the distance. I'm sure you'll probably see the lights, and that's about all. Although, so we'll try a little more later. So there we are, the Bridge of Sighs. Late night in Venice, as I hope you can see on this night shot.
Gondola.
A gondola making its way wearily home After a long day, gondoliering. It's a hard life. Someone has to do it. St Mark's Square, Venice. Janie's still amazed. And I hope this camera is managing to catch a little bit of the atmosphere. And indeed a little bit of the church, which is absolutely stunning.
Okay, this is the port of Trieste in Italy. We've just boarded the ferry to go to, oh sorry, it's nothing, to go to Greece. Those guys are really not going to annoy me later. They're getting drunk and they're going to be very loud. Oh, a minute. Those two chairs is our home for the night. And this is the boat. This is coming into Igumenista.
Saturday, and here we are in Parga. We just had a very pleasant lunch on the terrace of that restaurant over there. Venetian fort up on the hill. There's Janie. Having just left Parga, this is one of the bays around the corner from Parga. Just a little bit of an idea of the place. And the sad thing is that all the people stacked on the beach in Parga probably don't know this exists. Just to prove you were here.
This is a donkey on the way into Civita.
You think about it, you wouldn't get... I say yes, you'd probably be unhappy. I'm trying to bail out, Skipper, but there's too much water.
We're all hanging on here. Somewhere off the Hebrides.
Watch out for the 360, Janie! Trying to hold her! Oh God! Hello. The south section of Kefalonia there, and hidden behind that ridge is the bay where they filmed Captain Corellian for the film buffs. Over to the right is the E-boat that's chasing us. Ithaca! Sadly, it's Janie's last day, and it's Sunday, the 1st of August. We're looking back down the causeway that runs into Leicesterstown, and this is the canal here, which she's travelled on before. And yachts going by, as you can see, and we're standing in a traffic queue because the bridge is there and it's open. So we'll be a few minutes. Lots of boats going backwards and forwards. Busy time of the year. And the super duper red machine, which I'm going to leave behind in Greece. I shall miss it. And there's the bridge, closing. So those that are not through will not be coming through. On the hour every hour between 7 in the morning and I think 10 o'clock at night at this time of the year. Just behind and to the right is the old Venetian fort which guarded this end of the canal. And it still has cannon poking out at various points. No plummeting goats at the moment. So, put the road back for us and we'll make our way to the airport.
Preveza Airport, flight delayed, and I am so pigging bored. I never thought I could be bored in an airport instead of absolutely hysterically scared, but actually I am. Johnny's just organised some money for me, bless him, Michelle's just given it to me. Just met her at departure gate. And I'm stuck here, going nowhere fast. Fab holiday though. Oh, you don't want to see the loose really, do you? Okay.